Lynchburg, Virginia. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Liberty Flames. Free Status, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Liberty head coach before the game, he is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Liberty's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bears offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number one for this squad.
Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Really good coverage by this defense that they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive.
There he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Missouri State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Flames offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we take a look at this junior transfer running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Henderson. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Bear offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch, but this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bears in the hurry-up.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows.
Snags it, and there's running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Up to 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Dropping back, it's Locklear. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Goes to the option. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Motion from the back. Running inside, it's Davis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Flames decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Udo. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the air, it's Henderson. Bringing the heat, turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a crease. It's Udo. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Caught over the middle, it's Green. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Miller. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Sends it back in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they...
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bears send out the punt unit. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Running inside, it's Udo. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Flames will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Green. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Myers. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. They'll throw on third and short. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the San Jose State Spartans. And it's USC trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Williams Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was. And
oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
that's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Rides to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more?
Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Touchdown, Missouri State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. What a grab with one hand. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mitt up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the red zone, it's Green. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Locklear. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make a big-time stop.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Goes high to pull it in. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Well, so much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 and plus territory. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
He's got it at the 15. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Watching film of this guy, one of the things that really stood out to me was his catch radius, how you just need to throw it somewhere near his body, and he can reel it in. How great was that one-handed stab? Just climbs the ladder. I thought for sure that thing was going to be falling incomplete, but he reels it in, and it's a massive 1st down for the offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play,
there's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flame.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out in the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. Makes the catch and he's free. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40 and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Looking downfield, it's Locklear. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Picked off, end inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Nice move to keep running. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those reads.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
There he goes! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Flames come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Going to the run, it's Coleman. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They feed him again. They got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle. And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And listen, I'm aggressive by nature. I'm going for it on 4th down most of the time. But that negative play, does that give you a little pause?
It does, because if you're rattled right now, then you need to regroup, take the 3, and live to fight another drive. To the air, it's Henderson. Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end. And coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
The give on the counter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got a little grass. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Green. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.